Good morning and welcome to the Mike Show for Tuesday, June 2026. 69 degrees at 9:45 a.m. and I am your host, Bob Kamal, and I'm a sinner. And I'm powerless and my life is unmanageable. Humility and gratitude are the keys to life. It's always today, it's always now. My life is not my own. My will not be done. There's no reality but God, and the only thing we have to do is die. So, how are we going to live today? And I hope and pray I can live from my heart a life based on faith and not fear. Oh boy, we've been up since 7, got out of bed at 7. We've been up longer than that, as usual. Fell asleep out here at camp watching a movie, but I don't remember which one it was. That's what happens when your brain is soft and getting softer. Oh, yeah. Moved over to Audie's bed in the living room for a little while. Elsie joined me there, as did Ruthie. Elsie was lying right there with me last night, too, on her little pink binky. She went out this morning. Everyone went out. Ruthie was pretty good about sticking around. Chloe totally disappeared. Gracie kind of did, but we found her real quick. And I did want to sit outside for coffee and wake up time. I had about a half cup, but I spent more time out there trying to find Chloe and Gracie. So rounded them all back up, got them in, got their treat for them, and yeah, I've been sitting here a while. We've been pretty busy. We said our prayers, read our readings, did some accounting, made egg salad, washed some dishes that we accumulated last night, and went on a total pig out again last night. And I'm feeling it because part of that pig out was candy bars I got at Aldi, some German chocolate. One of them was sea salt caramel, the other one was white chocolate truffle. And I'll tell you what, I didn't need to do that. I can still feel the buzz from all the sugar I ate. My body's not used to that. They were yummy. Anyway. Oh, making iced coffees right now. One for me and one for Doc Greenfield. I'm probably going to head out to the vets later to pick up some cat food. Got some other errands to do by bicycle I want to do. It is just another beautiful late spring day out there. Breeze is starting to pick up. Oh yeah, we're just kind of making it up as we go along with a half-assed plan. I write stuff down and we do what we can do. As usual, the more you scratch off the list, the more there is to do. But that's just how it is. Gracie's asleep on her chair in the living room. Max is upstairs. Elsie's underneath the coffee table. Might as well just go see them. Ugh. Oh boy. The girls got busy with their box of paper, packing paper. They absolutely love that. They've been having a good time with that again. Look at Gracie. She's just so tuckered out. It's just such a big job, her being her. Hey, Gracie. Oh, you sweet soul. How could you not love that little face? Even with the eyes closed. She's a good girl. And here is the princess over here. What are you doing, princess? Did you finish your food? I've been feeding it to her in a coffee cup. There's still a little in there for you to get. You can get that. I've been feeding her mostly wet food. Even dry food I've been putting in water and grinding up with a blender. There's some right there. It's just easier for her to eat. But I've been getting her one that she likes. It's chicken and pumpkin in it, and I forget what else. It's pretty clean food. Not a lot of toxins in it, and So I'll puree it with my stick blender and she can lap it up a lot easier. Oh yeah. So anyway, looks like the spirea are on the verge of blooming. Ooh, almost kicked the cord out of the computer. Yeah, that's the next thing to bloom in the yard. The lilacs have started. Went out there and breathed in 12 deep breaths this morning. That's usually what I do once they bloom. And with that, we're going to take a little break and I'm going to regroup. Welcome back. And I don't really mean that. And I didn't mean it when I said good morning either. It is a beautiful day out there. Everything is green, growing, and alive. It smells so good and fresh. Oh boy. So anyway, yesterday's thumbnail was Big Sage. And you can see what a beast he was in that side shot of him out in the backyard, out by the old hazelnut bush, which is that photo. He was to the left of that spruce tree out there is that hazelnut bush, and that's Sagey's by it back when it was really, really small, and I think it was like early spring when that photo was taken. And the rabbits used to chew that thing down unmercifully. There was another one. There were 3 of them I had planted. One the neighbor kid kept wrecking. Another one I kept running over with the truck. And after I did that about 18 times, it never came back. And then the third one, the rabbits used to chew it down. But eventually it got big, and we did actually have fruit on it one time. But when I ordered them from, I think it was the Audubon Society, they said to order 3 so they'd get pollinated. And I don't know. Anyway, but that was Big Sage, and he was a big boy. He showed up in July of 2007, shortly after we lost Mischief. And he had a lot of Mischief's characteristics, like he'd be outside forever, and then instead of doing his business when the whole world was his litter box, he had to come inside. He could be out there for 3 hours. He'd come in and use the box and then go back outside. But he was a lover. He loved everybody, Sagey did. And when he showed up, he was neutered, so he had belonged to somebody. I think he was abandoned by some people that lived up the street. When they moved, they abandoned their 2 cats. Gracie just came to join me. Gracie! 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 Hey, Pudge. Hey, Pudge. Can you look at the camera? You mind like a cat. Did you know that? You mind just like a cat. Yeah, you do. Everybody wants to be a cat because the cat's the only cat who knows where it's at. Oh boy. So anyway, yeah, Sagey weighed like 9 pounds when he showed up. And he never would buy a food dish he didn't take a bite out of. And he would go with anyone or anything that had food for him. But he was a chatterbox, and he was a talker, and he was a lover. And him and Chloe number 1 were really good pals, but he loved everybody. He did. With the exception of Joseph. When Joseph first moved in, there was tension between them, it was really unusual to see that in Tagey. That was one of his names. Tagey, Pork Chop, Butterball. And anyway, but they got to be pals afterward, which was good. That happens so often, sometimes they won't get along, and then they do. Anyway. Oh, let's take another little break. And we are back again. We got in a full kettlebell workout yesterday. Did some biking to go do some shopping. I think, where did we go to? We went to Meijer and then to Aldi. Did we go to Meijer? I think we did, but I wouldn't bet the farm on it. I'm pretty sure we did, though. But I did go to Aldi, and then I stopped over to Full Bore to take Jeff a iced coffee, and he had an ATF agent or whatever you call him there going through his books with him. As far as I'm concerned, and a lot of people, ATF should be a convenience store, not a three-letter government agency. Alcohol, tobacco, and firearms. They make up the rules as they go along as far as firearms go, and won't think twice about shooting your dog, even if they're at the wrong house. They've murdered a few people over the years. And anyway, alcohol's legal, firearms are legal, and tobacco's legal. So I don't know what the hell we need them for. And they don't seem to be going after any serious criminals. They're trying to make criminals out of honest gun owners. So, but that's the way of it. But anyway, so I didn't stay there too long. I took him his coffee. I'll go back see him again. Got some business to discuss with him. What else did we do yesterday? We hung out with the cats in the yard. I think they went out 3 times. The first 2 times they weren't real good about sticking around. The third time, though, they were. Did a crossword last night. Finished a word find I started the night before. Read to the cats. The usual boring things that make up my life that are more than enough excitement for me. Yes, they are. So anyway, I wanted to mention yesterday too, to the 8 billion of you who don't tune in on a regular basis, to those of you that do, and I think you're sick. I want to mention about all the nicks I've been getting shaving. I don't know what it is, but I've gone through one of them phases, or I'm going through one of them phases where I seem to nick myself with a razor every time I shave. And not only do I create a new nick on my face, but then where the other part is scabbing up where it's healing, I seem to cut them off too. So I've been losing lots of blood. Isn't that exciting? Yeah, on tap today, I'm going to head down to Save-A-Lot. I got to get some like Brillo type pads. Going to probably head to Marine Market, head to the vet's office. And I might ride my fat bike out to Devil's Lake and do some planking. I don't know, but that's about all we got for right now. So, from the cold gray ashes and coals of my cold black heart, my broken, beaten, battered, bruised, bloody, burdened, empty, hollow, cracked, shattered, hopeless, forsaken, forlorn, bitter, angry, tired, resentful, twisted, convoluted, confused, grieving, happy, and grateful soul. Piss off. Happy, terrific Tuesday, and thanks for not tuning in.